Hello everyone, welcome to the Concept X. Today we're going to discuss about the anatomy of stomach. So let's draw the diagram first. So this is our stomach. So this is our stomach and this is our esophagus. What is esophagus? Esophagus is the first part of our alimentary canal, and this is the lower part. As we can see, this is the lower part of our esophagus because this is the ending point of our esophagus, last part. After that our stomach will start. So as it is the last part, that's why the sphincter, there is one sphincter or knot which is present over here. The name of that sphincter is called lower esophageal sphincter. The name of that knot, name of that sphincter is called lower esophageal. Why it is called lower esophageal? Because this is the lower part of our esophagus. As it is the lower part of our esophagus, that's why the sphincter which is present at the lower part of our esophagus, that's why the name suggests that it's the lower esophageal sphincter. And what is the name of this one? It's called the esophagus. Esophagus. Next, just after the lower esophageal sphincter, we have one part which is called the cardia. This portion is called the cardia. What is the name of this portion? It is called the cardia. Not cardiac, it's called the cardia. Cardia, region of stomach or region of upper part of our stomach which is present nearby our heart. That's why it is called the cardia. Or another name of our lower esophageal sphincter is called the cardiac sphincter. It is called the cardiac sphincter because sphincter which is present near our cardia. That's why the name of lower esophageal sphincter is also called the cardiac sphincter. So remember that thing. Next, we have one part which is called the fundus. Fundus is this part. This is called the fundus. You put an horizontal line from cardia to the next side, and the portion which is present or which is fall above that horizontal line, that is called the fundus. What is the name of this part? It's called the fundus. It's called the fundus. Next, we have the majority of our stomach is covered by one part which is called the body. It is called the body of our stomach. This portion. Why I am drawing or restricted my lines over here? Because there is another part which is called a pyloric antrum. I am coming to that point, but first let me draw this line. So this portion is called the body. The body of our stomach. It's called the body of our stomach. Next, we have another portion that is called the pyloric antrum. It's called the pyloric antrum. Pyloric antrum is nothing but a connector of body and pyloric canal. Body and pyloric canal of our stomach. So this is the body part. This is pyloric antrum. And what is pyloric canal? Pyloric canal is this part. there is another sphincter over here. So this portion is called the pyloric canal. This portion is called pyloric canal. So this portion is called pyloric canal, and pyloric antrum is the connector of body and pyloric canal. And what is the name of that sphincter? There is another sphincter over here. What is the name of that sphincter? It's called the pyloric sphincter. It's called the pyloric sphincter. So this is the basic anatomy of our stomach. So we have different parts. First, the esophagus, which is not a part of our stomach. Our part starts from here and it ends over here. So this start from lower esophageal sphincter, which is a part of our first part of our stomach. Lower esophageal sphincter. Why it is called lower esophageal sphincter? As because it is present at the last or lower part of our esophagus. That's why it is called lower esophageal sphincter, or it is another name. It's called cardiac sphincter, because the region after that sphincter, that particular region is called cardia, and sphincter which is present near by our cardia, that's why the name of that lower esophageal sphincter is called cardiac sphincter. Then you put an horizontal line here, then the part which is remain over the upper portion of our horizontal, that particular hypothetical horizontal line, that portion is called a fundus or ovule type or curved type structure. This curved type structure is called the fundus. Next we have body. Then we have another part which is called the pyloric antrum, which is connect the body and our pyloric canal. Pyloric canal is the ending point of our stomach. After that there is a sphincter over here, and next our duodenum will start. So this is called our overall anatomy of our stomach. One part, this curve is called the lesser curvature. It's called the lesser curvature. When we'll study the detail omentum or peritoneum, then we'll again come in this section, and this portion is called the greater omentum. Greater curvature. Omentum is attached with the greater curvature, that's why it's called a greater omentum. The omentum or fatty layer which is present in this portion here, that fatty layer is called the greater omentum. So this portion is called greater curvature. This curve is called the greater curvature because the surface area is large. Here the surface area is small, that's why it's called the lesser curvature. So this is the basic structural anatomy of our stomach. In the next video we'll go to little about the histological structure of our stomach. So hope you like this video. Thank you.